Today, we are going to be talking about sales pages. Everyone has one, but is yours converting?
Yep, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We want to focus on two things that your sales page is missing and what you can do to fix those today.
Yeah. So there's basically two things that we think that most sales pages are really missing and are really preventing them from getting the most sales in your business. And so I would have a look at these two areas on your sales pages and take lots of notes. So if you can, take notes during this because we're going to be sharing lots. So the first area that a lot of people on their sales pages struggle with is not having a sense of urgency and not applying some scarcity to their particular offer in some way. And so one of the ways that we've found in creating sales pages is adding additional bonuses or things that expire, like opportunities that they can't get anywhere else until they purchase, and those opportunities go away. So they would be fast action bonuses that would expire after, maybe you're going to launch a new product or a new offer. One of the best ways that you can get more sales is by adding a fast action bonus. And so a fast action bonus, what that really is it's an opportunity that your audience gets that they can only get right then and there if they take action. So that's why it's called a fast action bonus. And one of the things that apply to this is having a bonus that isn't scalable. So you're not able to scale it to 100 or 1,000 people, that you're only able to offer that fast action bonus to maybe like 10 people.
Yes. And I think that some of the things we could go into, like we could talk about things that may involve time or limited quantities are great things that you can add to your offer. I think that we could go through and say, for each type of business, like what might that look like? Like what would provoke a sense of urgency for the person who lands on your sales page for each, maybe starting with like someone who's a service-based business, for an example. Depending on the offer, you want to find a bonus that complements that, right? So kind of keep that in mind as we list out just a couple of examples just to get your brain going. Make sure that it is something that seems like it's the right fit and complements what you have on your offer. But like for service-based businesses, things like a one-on-one consult, some kind of free coaching call, maybe a sample of your work. I know some designers have offered a little custom mood board or, something like that you can do. That's something you can tack on that, like Kayla said, isn't something that is scalable. It's something that might be time oriented that you can do, but it's something that's like, oh yeah, I really think I'd like to DIY my brand, but having someone help me with my mood board would be super beneficial. And so then that person's going to be more apt to want to click buy and move forward. So those kinds of things help just create that sense of urgency and provoke that action a little bit faster. So your sales page isn't just sitting there and people aren't really taking action on it.
Yeah. And you can apply this to multiple different types of businesses, but let's say you're a digital product creator. Maybe you have an online course, or maybe you create printables. Some of the things that you might be struggling with is thinking, how can I add a fast action bonus that is not scalable? Because you could add bonuses, but really what's going to get people to take action fast is to recognize that these bonuses are not something that is readily available for everyone. So when you put a quantity limit on that and you say, look, these bonuses are only available to the first 10 people, when you apply that scarcity to it and they know that you can only offer it, like you literally can only offer your time to so many people, your buyers are going to know that you have a limited quantity just from that simple fact. So if you're a digital product creator, you might be thinking, how can I do that? One of the things that we thought you could do is some kind of an audit. So if you have an ebook or printables, planners, something along those lines, even an online course, you could offer some kind of one-on-one audit, or maybe another module from the course or something custom, really.
You could even go as far as saying something like membership structure wise. People who have a membership that's digital based, it can be adding on like a particular training, or maybe adding on samples of something that you've done, or, like Kayla was saying, like a free module of the course and stuff. So those kinds of things, even if you're a product based business, there are many different avenues of things that you can do as, again, fast action bonuses. So maybe it's something like free shipping, because maybe the type of product that you're shipping out is something that requires a pretty hefty shipping fee. So you could offer someone free shipping as something that's simple that you can give away, and you're only doing it to a certain number of people because that's going to kick back on you, but it might provoke people to buy faster. Designing something with customization that can go into digital or for products. So if you have actual physical planners that you're selling, and you offer to customize them and put the name or maybe some kind of quote or something that they'd like to have on the front cover, things like that you can add. You can add on a complementing product. I know for me, I'm a sucker for skincare companies that go ahead and say, okay, we're going to give you with your purchase a free face mask. And I'm like, yes, moisturizer and a face mask. So little things like that, or any kind of sample and stuff that you can add on, it really can apply to any type of business. And those bonuses can look a little bit different based on what you have to offer. So kind of taking an opportunity to just, I think, write down and look at what kind of things that you have in your arsenal, so to speak, and what you can add that would maybe provoke people to take a quicker action than they might have.
I think it's important to mention that we're not mentioning discounts whatsoever. We don't want you to discount your business. We don't want you to discount your offers or your products, because that's not what this is about. This is about adding a bonus experience or a bonus opportunity that they can only get for a limited amount of time. And especially when you tie it to your own personal time, it becomes even that much more valuable. And of course, you can only offer that to so many people, but you'll notice that your audience will start to take action more quickly when you apply those kinds of bonus things and scarcity things. One of the things that we didn't mention was adding a countdown timer on your sales page. So you can do this multiple different ways, but adding that countdown timer to those bonuses or to the actual sales page and the offer itself can really help you get more urgency around your particular offer as well.
Yeah, it just kind of visualizes the urgency in a way. I always say countdown timer, and I'm like, oh, okay, it says you've got 24 hours, which means you've got to make a decision pretty fast before whatever they have is gone.
Yeah, most people wait until the last day. That countdown timer becomes their own internal clock too, especially if it's a high ticket offer. So just wrapping up, that first thing that you can tackle is look at what kinds of things you can do to apply scarcity to your offer, not discounts, not those kinds of things, but something that gets your audience excited to take action. And then the second thing for your sales page that might be missing is a transformational statement or a transformation element to your copywriting and to your sales page. So, what this really means and what we've seen is we've seen some really bad sales pages. I'll just say that.
We're not going to throw anybody under the bus, but
Very simple, even a product page. You might have a product on a simple page on your online shop. And if it just lists the features of that product, then you're missing an opportunity to help your audience know what's in it for them. Not the features, but what the benefits are. So what you want to do on your sales page is make sure that you're listing out what benefits are included that your audience gets, that your audience receives after either applying your methods or buying your particular offer. So what are the actual benefits? So what's the difference between a benefit and a feature? Well, like a feature is it's blue, it's big, whereas the benefits are it makes your life easier. It's important to really paint a picture of where your audience is right now and where they want to be or what their desired result is after using a product or an offer like yours. So you want to go through your copywriting and really let them know that they're in the right place and what you have gets them to where they want to be. So you can only do that by painting a picture for them of statements like, imagine this, imagine that. It really gets them thinking and imagining what it might be like to use your product.
Dream. but but to stay in the rhythm of giving you guys an example, because I know I feel like I like to think that way and put myself in the shoes of like, okay, what exactly do you mean? Like, let's apply this. So let's say that you're a Canva template creator, right? You create templates just for Canva. You've got a shop. You're trying to get your sales page up and together, and your offer is like a business starter pack. It might include different story templates, feed templates, a couple of things for Pinterest, just some stuff to get a business started. And you basically are wanting to create these transformational statements. So using that as an example, keeping in mind that you know who your ideal client is, you know, your ICA, or your ideal client avatar, and you know what you've identified about them, using those things to help on your sales page to make those transformational statements. They might look something like this. So if you're that creator, it could be something like, instead of buying the Canva templates, you would say, are you finally ready to learn how to streamline your content visuals? So just, it just sounds a little bit nicer, because like, oh yeah, I want to streamline my content visuals. How do I do that? This is going to solve that problem. Perfect.
This goes right into, if we're building a product or a sales page for Canva templates, you're not saying, I have Canva templates, buy them now.
By me.
You're really writing headlines that capture their attention and go, oh, wait, yeah, I really want to streamline my content creation process. It's what's in it for them and what the results are, not the actual product itself. Instead of saying that it comes with 3 templates for Instagram and a Facebook Canva template, or listing out exactly what it has, instead of doing that, you might say, fill your tool belt with a set of easy to use templates that will bring you better results than doing it yourself. So you can see the difference between just listing out the individual templates versus saying, I'm going to give you a set of tools that are going to make things easier than what you don't want, which is doing it yourself. So think about things like that. What does your audience really want, and what do they don't want? And paint the picture of those results for them on your sales page.
Absolutely. And so hopefully, now, like us giving you these examples, you kind of see how making these 2 adjustments, going back, creating that sense of scarcity and urgency, and figuring out what you can add to make that happen for them. But then also looking at those transformational statements, so that you're not just talking about what something might include, but you're talking about what it's really going to bring to them in a value standpoint. So hopefully, looking at those 2 adjustments and doing those things to your sales page will bring more clarity to your ideal client audience, and it will help you then be able to sell more and get more people into your offer. And that's ultimately what we're wanting from our sales pages, right? So those are the 2 things that we feel like we see the most that are missing. So, And I think, right now in the society that we have, our Creative Boss Society, our members are full steam ahead on their sales pages. And that's why we thought this episode was going to be very important, and they're able to take advantage of the fact that we've created a step-by-step outline for them that is designed to increase their sales conversions and combat the objections that their buyers might have.
Yeah. So if you're over the guessing game and you're serious about taking action in your business, then join us in the Creative Boss Society. You can go to the link in our show notes to join us. And it's really massively helpful in growing your business. And it's only a little over $1 a day to join the society. And we're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, absolutely. And our goal wasn't to have a $10,000, coaching program. It was just to provide you guys with some additional steps. So if you really do need that step-by-step and that guideline and some accountability and support by other creatives, we hope that you'll join us over there in the Creative Boss Society, and we will see you guys next week.